This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. St. Anne Police seeks public's assistance in identifying body. Detectives from the St. Anne Division are seeking the public's assistance in identifying the body of a man that was discovered in York Castle District, St. Anne on Friday, November 26. The police found some documents on the body with the name Linval Kenneth Stewart of Hope Bay in Portland. However, the police was unable to independently confirm the identity, so we are seeking your assistance to identify him. If you have any information that can assist, please call the St. Anne Police at 876-972-2209 or the nearest police station. Holness proposes death penalty for illegal gun conviction. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has come out clear and precise with his personal position on gun crimes, which have been wreaking havoc in the society for years, in fact decades. In addressing the ruling Jamaica Labour Party's annual conference in a virtual format on Sunday, Holness went straight to the point and left all ambiguity outside of the conference floor at the National Arena in St. Andrew. While stating that he has been fundamentally against the death penalty, the Prime Minister indicated that, within the context of the country's long-standing serious crime problem, he would be willing to make an exception for gun crimes. In fact, he said persons found in possession of illegal guns should start with the death penalty and be only able to bargain down the severity of their sentence through the provision of useful information on the sourcing and the sources of the illegal arms that landed the convicts in serious trouble with the law. He said a new Firearms Act is in the making and the government will be seeking to bring more severity to the punishment by law for illegal gun possession. Traffic changes for a section of Shortwood Road amid Ford repairs. The National Works Agency has made traffic changes to a section of Shortwood Road, St. Andrew, amid work on the Benson Ford. The NWA is constructing concrete pavements at both approaches as part of repairs to the Ford. NWA's Communication and Customer Services Manager Stephen Shaw says the work is slated to be completed in 5 weeks. Only single-lane access is being allowed in the vicinity of the Ford. Meanwhile, the section of the corridor entering from Shortwood Road has been closed. Shaw says delays are expected in using the Benson Ford. Motorists may opt to use an alternative route such as Norbrook Road and Oliver Road. JP is shocked by new mandatory inspection rates. The Jamaica Public Service Company says it is shocked by the recent spike in the cost of the mandatory inspection and the certification of properties to receive electricity. Previously, there was no cost for inspection. However, with the privatization of electrical inspection, customers are now required to pay upwards of $25,000 before their property can be certified. This is a new cost that customers must now pay in addition to the electrician's fee and the cost of house wiring, said a JPS spokesperson in a release. The JPS said many consumers are complaining because they cannot afford to pay the fees. Under the law, premises must be inspected and certified by the government before JPS connection. On November 1, the government transitioned to a new system where licensed electricians and private inspectors are now responsible for certification. They are free to set their own fees. With too few inspectors, the demand is great and the prices are very high, said the spokesperson. According to the JPS, in October, it urged the government to impose a cap on the charges for inspection. The new inspection and the certification fees are a real deterrent to persons who want to legally connect to the grid. We do not believe consumers are getting fair prices, said Ramsey MacDonald, JPS Senior Vice President of Customer Services. He is urging the government to regulate the fees and expand the pool of licensed electricians and inspectors certified to offer their services. MacDonald is also encouraging consumers to shop around and negotiate the best prices for these services. Promising teen goalkeeper among 4 killed in St. Mary crash. 16-year-old Andrew Phillips has had his eyes set on becoming a world-class goalkeeper and was reportedly repeating grade 10 at a Bremerville High School in St. Mary in order to gain more experience as he planned the way forward. Sadly, the teenager did not live to pursue his dreams as he was killed in a two-car crash along the Idlewild Road in Wilderness, St. Mary on Friday night. Phillips was one of 4 persons who died in the accident, which occurred shortly before 10 p.m. The other victims were Philip Walker of Cox Street in Port Maria, St. Mary, Marsha Simpson of Pampano Bay, St. Mary, and Ortega Baptiste of Buckfield in Oteria, St. Anne. The air was filled with grief when the news visited Phillips's home on Cox Street in Port Maria yesterday afternoon. Phillips's mother, still in shock, was not able to speak. The teen's grandmother, Maureen Sherwood, took on that responsibility. "I can't even find the words to say right now. I can't even find the words to say. But with the help of the Almighty God, I know we will pull through. But for right now, it's a tough right now," Sherwood uttered. She said young Andrew played football all the time and was on his school's team as a goalkeeper. Other family members said he had hoped to pursue professional football. "He will be greatly missed," they shared. "He was jovial, nice, quiet, quick to respond," his grandmother began before she broke down. Andrew was the second son and the second of 4 siblings for his parents. Efforts to get in touch with family members of the other deceased were unsuccessful up to press time. Winston Robinson, who lives across the road from where the accident occurred, said he was inside the Upper Room United Pentecostal Church next to his home when he heard the noise. "I was in the church last night when I heard this bang. I run out, and when I looked on my phone, it was around 10 minutes to 10, Robinson shared. He said he saw the 2 cars smashed and other cars had stopped with persons trying to assist those in the badly damaged vehicles who he said were pinned down. Robinson said it appeared that the 2 persons in the dark-colored car, Phillips and Walker, died on the spot. He painted a grim picture of the occupants of the other vehicle. "The white car, 2 women were in it and a man driving. The man really mashed up bad. The woman in the front seat did a cry for pain," he recounted, noting that the other female occupant was flung from the back seat to the front of the vehicle by the impact of the crash and sustained serious head injuries. Robinson said the police and the fire department later arrived on the scene. Up to November 26, there were 420 deaths from 377 road traffic collisions on Jamaica's roads, an increase of 27 fatalities over the corresponding period last year. For the month of November, there have been 37 traffic deaths so far. KPH to be main beneficiary of 2022 Sagicor Sigma Run. Sagicor Foundation Jamaica, the organizer of the annual Sagicor Sigma Corporate Run, has announced that the Kingston Public Hospital will be the main beneficiary of the annual charity road race set for February 2022. KPH serves an average of 2,000 Jamaicans a day. Executive Director of the Sagicor Foundation, Alicia White, says several areas of the hospital has been identified for support based on the critical needs and the high patient numbers. Senior Medical Officer at the KPH, Dr. Natalie Wiley, is thankful that her hospital has been selected as the main beneficiary. She said while Jamaica continues to grapple with the COVID-19 pandemic, the hospital, being the largest in the secondary healthcare delivery system in the country, has had to continue the delivery of services. "We have had to continue managing emergencies. We have had to continue inpatient and outpatient management of chronic non-communicable diseases, which include cancer, so the needs are many and we are grateful to be considered for the support," she said. Each year, an average of 25,000 people participate in the run. White says given the current COVID restrictions, the numbers will not be the same this year. However, she says there will be many different opportunities for people to get involved and to support the run. 47 new COVID-19 cases, 3 additional deaths. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 47 new COVID-19 cases and 3 deaths on Saturday, November 27, bringing the infection total to 91,169 and the total deaths to 2,388. The new cases comprise 30 females and 17 males, with ages ranging from 1 day to 108 years. The cases were recorded as follows: Clarendon 4, Hanover 5, Kingston and St. Andrew 11, St. Anne 1, St. Catherine 6, St. James 7, St. Elizabeth 1, St. Mary 7, Westmoreland 4, and Trelawney 1. The deaths reported occurred between September 5 and November 25, 2021. The deceased are a 74-year-old female from Hanover who died on September 5, 2021, a 68-year-old male from St. Anne who died on November 24, 2021, a 53-year-old female from St. Catherine who died on November 25, 2021. In the meantime, 97 more people recovered in the last 24 hours, bringing total recoveries to 62,444. Currently, 166 people are hospitalized, 24 of which are severely ill, while 9 are critically ill and 26 are moderately ill. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.